Okay, let's talk about questions which are asked from me when I was in Bangalore, about 12 SSC Bangalore. So, I got screened in thrice from 12 SSC Bangalore. My interview, first time my interview went for around 45 minutes, second time it went for 1 hour, and third time it went from 1 hour 15 minutes. And third time, I tell you, by far, that's my best interview from 12 SSB Bangalore. 1 hour 15. It gave me, means it lightened the hope that I will get recommended this time, because he asked me that question, that if you get recommended, what post you will be recruited in. I said left hand. So that gave me hope that this time I will get recommended. And a third time my interview also went for a long time, and uh, all the questions he asked me, all the logical questions, all the current affairs question he asked me, I answered those questions. So that was about my third interview. But let's discuss about questions which were asked when I went uh, first time in 12 SSC Bangalore. In my interview, the most logical questions means that those set of questions which are asked in every interview. That is, starting from your education, you tell me about your schooling, extracurricular activity, any special achievement, what activities you are indulgent during your free time. That rapid fire questions. Then he will be interested in your parents, families, right? Then he will be interested in your hobbies, how you spend your time during your spare time, what any positive or any constructive activity you do during your leisure time. Those things, those questions, he'll be asking those questions. And after that he'll be asking a current affairs question, which is currently going on at that time. So these questions were asked from me. And current affairs question, he asked me at that time, this Article 370 was being abolished, completely eradicated. So he asked me questions related to Article 370. He wanted to know my point of view, right? And in my PIQ at that time, I wrote in hobbies. I wrote, in hobbies, I wrote most stupid thing, I would say, means at that time I wasn't doing that thing regularly, or not on regular basis, but just to write something, just to means just to write something in my PIQ. I just wrote something which I even don't remember what I wrote in my PIQ. So most important thing at that time, I got to know what is hobby is something that you do it every day. So if you don't have any hobby, because he will be asking you question, he will be grilling you on your hobbies. If you are doing it correctly, you will be very, means if you are doing something very means regularly, you are thorough, you have become thorough in your hobbies, you know everything, each and every bit of that hobbies. You can answer any question he can means any, you can answer any fucking question he'll be asking, right? You can answer any question. But if you just made your hobby just by seeing, just by copying others PIQ, that will be not acceptable, right? So my first interview, I would say, that was not up to that mark. Second interview, second time, I was preparing for defense services. I was preparing for basically UPSC, CDS exam, CAPF exam, FCAT. I was preparing for that. And as such, not any hobby developed. I used to just daily go through the current affairs section, news, all that, scrolling my internet every day just to check what's going on around the world and India. So at that time I wrote, in my PIQ I wrote, I was UPSC. In my hobby section, I wrote UPSC, and he literally grilled me on this. He asked me question related to, means, geography of India. all means origin of Brahmaputra river, origin of Indian river, peninsulan river, the coastal states of India, the northeastern states of India. So many questions related to UPSC, and that was the most stupid answer I would say anyone can write. I would recommend not to write. Means all those candidates who are doing means preparing for UPSC, and I can understand everyone don't develop any hobby, but if you don't have any hobby, just try to develop it. Even if you do something regularly, just write it down, but be thorough in your answer. You If you are writing something, just be sure that I know everything of that uh, thing, right? Just be sure of that. Okay, third time by far was the best interview. He asked me no means that specific question which generally all those interviewers ask from all those candidates. Your means questions related to your family, education, extracurricular, same question, the same set of question, but he never asked me question related anything related to that specific set of question, and not no rapid fire questions, nothing. He immediately started with my PIQ. He asked me question from my PIQ. At that time I read newspaper and I do blogging. So he immediately asked question from my newspapers and blogging. From blogging, he asked question, on what topics you blog. Means means I told sir, I write means in my blogs I try to any current affairs, any current topic which is going on, I write in my blogs. So at that time Charlie Hebdo was in news, so he asked me questions, why if Charlie Hebdo is publicly criticizing all the religions, what according to you, is it correct or not? He wanted to know my opinions. He asked me. I recently wrote a blog uh, on this Charlie Hebdo. So I just shared my opinion, what according to me I felt at that time. Means I shared my opinion, and so many short forms of mm, short forms like this SMS, MMS. So, means that was he asked me questions. That was like rapid fire questions of short forms. He wanted to know full forms. So that questions he asked me this and the most basic question I told you, that he asked me if I get recommended what post you'll be recruited in, and if you are going for technical entry, he the most like means at 12 years in Bangalore, I would say just prepare with your technical part. If you are going for technical entry, he will be grilling you on technical part. He asked me questions on sonar radar, and how is it function, how TV is functioning, how refrigerator is functioning. Being from electronics and communication, he also asked me this question. But I'll tell you, these questions are not so important. These questions will not, you feel that I didn't answer these questions, but they are not going to impact your in any sense. Yes, that's not going to impact your interview, or just if you feel that yes sir, these were simple answer which I could have answered, but I failed to answer. But don't get demoralized from all these things. They are not going to impact your psychology, means your overall part. uh, they are just secondary things. And they impact very little. Main thing is your 14 OLQs. If those 14 OLQs, you are satisfying all those 14 OLQs, and if they see any of any little bit of those 14 OLQs inside you, they are going to take you, they are going to recommend you, and recommendation ratio from Bangalore is very high. So just I would say only one thing: whatever you are writing in your PIQ, just be thorough. If you are making anything, if you are writing anything in your hobby, any extracurricular activities, if you are writing something, just be sure that you have done something in those extracurricular activities as well as your hobbies. If you're writing something in your hobby, you know everything about it. I had been following my after my first interview. I tell you, after my first interview at 12 versus Bangalore, I got to know what really is hobby. I searched about uh, what can be what things can be in a hobby, what things you can write in a hobby, and I got to know the real meaning of what is hobby. So just if you don't have any hobby, just make sure that you make one, just work on it every day. If you are reading a newspaper every day, just write, that is your hobby. That is your hobby. Yes, that is your hobby. If you are doing surfing, I would say surfing everyone does, everyone do it regularly. So why don't you write your surfing as a hobby? Yes, you, if the interviewer is going to ask question on surfing, just tell him, yes, I search, I go through Study IQ, Wi-Fi study, Wi-Fi, Vion News, ABP News, so many news channels are there. Yes, I go through that. If anything creative you are watching on YouTube, just tell him, yes, I do. I watch every day before going to sleep. I watch these things on YouTube. I do surfing every day. Yes, that is your hobby. You have been doing that thing every day. But why? But I don't understand why people fail to write that thing. Yes, if you are investing your time positively in internet surfing, if you are doing something positive thing, just write it down. Okay, so these were the questions, and one of the most important question, in Bangalore there is some specific set of questions which an interviewer asks. I have noticed it, and the most important question which I still remember, I forgot to tell you of all this time, is, you know he asked me question, why West Bengal is known as West Bengal if it's in eastern part of India. Yes, that's the most logical question I could have ever said. At that time I was unaware, I was totally unaware, and I failed to answer that simple question. But last time, means after conclusion of interview, the interviewer asks a question, that if any question you would like to ask me. So I took this opportunity and asked him, sir, why West Bengal is known as West Bengal if it's in eastern part of India. So he told me, after partition, West Bengal was divided into two parts. Eastern part became West Bangladesh, and western part became integral part of India. But the the change of name to Bangla is still in the progress. So you know that was the answer, and I didn't answer it at that time. So hopefully, if anyone goes to Bangalore, if they come across this question, uh, they can answer whenever they next time faces interview at Velocity Bangalore. Okay, all the best. Thank you.